Welcome back, everybody, to Rimworld. Since yesterday, I've done a lot of kind of base redesigning to make things a bit more convenient and a bit nicer looking. So, a lot of the effort went on the workroom out of everything here. I just tried to make sure that, firstly, we had cabinets connected up to everything, and that basically people could get past. That was one of the issues, that it was so crammed in. People couldn't walk past one another. You couldn't really have two people working at a desk without other people trying to barge past. No, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But I'm trying to make the game, again, I'm trying to keep it alive as long as possible, just so we don't lose this series without it coming to an actual end. So I've been very careful about making sure that pathfinding things like that are going to go as smoothly as possible. So I've opened this area up quite sizably. I have had to sacrifice it by removing one of the electric smelters, but to make up for it, we do have a larger machining table. So that should help with some other jobs. One thing I realized is it's now called shred mechanoid rather than disassemble mechanoid, and it's affected by smithing rather than machining. So no one was taking apart those mechanoids because we only had 4 people on machining beforehand. Obviously, we didn't have anybody on smithing because we weren't smithing anything. I also removed the electric smithy. That was the other thing I had to get rid of there. But I was also able to move the refinery down here, so it's affected by the by the cabinet. So that should be a little bit quicker as well. And again, I've opened this area up too. The other thing I did was made sure I've replaced most single passage doorways, besides bedrooms, because that doesn't really matter too much. All single passage doorways should now have doors on them. So sky steel doors. I specifically stuck with sky steel so that I didn't waste our regular steel. Although in hindsight, we've now only got 9 sky steel, but we have 3,600 steel. That was kind of my bad. Apparently I've also cut a cable somewhere. Or are we just out of power? No, we're just straight up out of power. Why have you not got any block drain? Oh, okay, right, okay, that's fine. Why are we out of power? I've clearly severed a cable somewhere. How have I done this? Probably where I was rebuilding one of these walls? It looks fine to me. Oh, it's just that one light is turned off. Right, okay, because I removed, there was a door there, and then this was, again, 2 steel doors. I removed it, replaced it with that one. So it should make everything a lot faster now, too. I removed some unnecessary doors, like up here. We got a second Tetraslug. I sort of changed their work area. I've reduced the size of the farms. I'm trying to save as much time as possible for our people, because now everybody, I should really take them out of their armor, too, but I'm a little bit concerned we could just get suddenly attacked, but basically we've got so much more manufacturing stuff to focus on, rather than the base level stuff like the farms and whatnot. That's more or less out of our hands now, because we've got all these crazy towers built up. One other thing in the comment section yesterday, and I actually had no idea this was the case in the game, so thank you very much for the sage advice, and that was that EMPs apparently affect brain implants and can stun your people. I had no idea that was a thing. Now, I was going to suggest we make a bunch of brain implants for everybody, but in hindsight, not really feeling it anymore, given that, obviously, we've still got a lot to do for Sharamus, and I'll move on to that in a second. But I don't know what the Empire have. We've not fought the Empire yet. They could have EMP weaponry. I mean, I'm expecting Cataphract's armor at the minimum, but we have not really seen what they've got, so I'm being very careful about what we install. I want to focus entirely on Sharamus anyway. Speaking of which, we got the power arms. Now, people have been asking me, have I tested the blunt damage? Bear in mind, it's 125% bonus to blunt damage if you're using power arms. Whether or not that applies to a hammer, like a Warhammer that he's using, like the Zeus Warhammer. I haven't actually tested it yet, but the power arms are complete, so there's no reason we couldn't test it literally right now. All we'd have to do is equip a blunt weapon to see if that would work. So if that works, a Zeus Warhammer is going to be disgustingly powerful. Like, it's going to be ridiculous. Like, we'll get rid of the sword immediately, because it would just be so strong by comparison. Even though it does less, I guess, piercing damage. I suppose it probably has more armor damage. I've never compared a mono sword to the Zeus Warhammer. Right, let's go ahead and get these power arms then installed as soon as possible. Does he have any arm implants? He's got 2 bionic arms. Right, so we can give that to someone else. I will admit, I am kind of tempted to give it to Rose, given that she's obviously come from last series, so I kind of owe her one anyway. But also, she's doing all of our medical operations here, and she's saving everyone's lives. A couple of bionic arms would help out her work massively. Either way, hopefully we've got some Warhammers kicking around that we can actually test this theory out with. I did some other stuff too. What did I do? It's just been a load of basically colony management in the background to make sure things are going smoothly. I know what it was. In the settlements, I changed the tax to... hang on a minute. It's policies traits. I changed it to minimize taxation. Now, we get 65% base tax, so we're missing out on 35%, which isn't massive when you're already... Look, we're getting 13,000 silver per cycle. We're going to lose 4,000, roughly, something like that. But we get base happiness per day and minus unrest a day. And given that our unrest and our happiness are both being affected right now, we could I decided to implement this, at least until it's fixed. We could always flip it back over to neutral taxation when they're happier again, and then go back to minimum taxation if they get unhappy, and kind of repeat that over and over, and kind of cycle it as necessary. But they did just deliver the next load of taxes. We got 12,279 there, which I think will allow us to make some more bionics as well. But basically, the room's just a lot tidier. The only downside is, of course, I did lose some of the bills there, so I've tried to put it back the best I can. I don't know what the hell we had on this one. If we had... Oh, shells. That would be it. Right, cool. Right, EMP shells and high explosive shells. There we are. I didn't want to accidentally miss something from reinstalling and building these new workbenches. There we go. Pause and satisfy. Let's never pause shells. They're way too important. The other thing we've got as well is Devil's Pit is under attack by the Nebo Empire. Nebo Empire, not the Empire, I should point out. Just a random elf empire, apparently. Military level 8. There we are. True. Oh, the other thing as well is people wanted to see me with the... military. They wanted to see me replace our emu squad, given especially, I mean, it would be better for bonsai squad though, wouldn't it, now that I think about it? Giving them boomalopes. People want to see boomalopes. So I might swap those out just to test out again. I love this mod because of the versatility of it. It actually allows us to test out and do these really ridiculous, chaotic things. So I'm thinking kamikaze kobolds with their grenade launchers. Then we give them a bunch of boomalopes too. Oh god, it's in like weird alpha... Is it in alphabetical? It's definitely not in alphabetical. Let me see if I can spot boomalopes. I'm sure there's... There they are. 700 points apiece. Wow, they're quite expensive, aren't they? Is that a regular boomalope? I guess so. Okay. So they're actually quite expensive now, but that should retroactively affect our bonsai squad. They've never looked better. They have never looked better. This is a horrible idea. I love it. How many points have we got to play around with at maximum? 32,500. So let's go back to the bonsai squad. And let's go ahead and just fill it out with the kamikaze kobolds. This is a fucking horrible idea. Is there anything else I could do to make a bigger explosion? I could give some of them triple rocket launchers, but you obviously can't have triple rocket launchers and grenades. It'd be one or the other. So, second they've got that single shot off, that would kind of be it, unfortunately. So we got 32,000 points, and I think we're just going to have enough. Oh, we're going to have it be quite comfortable, actually, to completely max it out. 30,270. Wow, look at that. I can't wait to drop that in. Again, just to sort of mess around, really, and see what we've got there. Been unassigned. That's fine. It wasn't for that squad, anyway. We're going to get Rose, given that their schedules, like I said, are still kind of loose here. We've got a lot of people... Oh, What's It's back on his feet, so obviously we resurrected him. He's back up and moving around. Yeah, given that their schedules are still mostly recreation, look at their moods. We can afford to wake her up to be able to test whether or not these hammers work. When we find that out, and our ultra-tech weapons, basically, they'll be finished the second this is done because we've got those tech profs. When we've done that, we can build him a Link Zeus Warhammer, and I think we're just going to annihilate people. Also, this has got a... What is that? Make energy core. Oh, that's the heart replacement, isn't it? Right, we don't need that because we've got the lion heart. The other thing people were suggesting as well, to make up for the... It wasn't really the fault of the mod more than it was kind of my fault. Oh, we are out of power in hindsight. Not by much, though. Yeah, it's just because our wind turbines aren't spinning. Obviously, we haven't got the advanced solar generator on right now. I'll turn on this one just temporarily. What was I going to say? Oh, right. Because I removed that mod because, obviously, accidentally pasting in one of these into the recycle would have bugged out entirely. Now, this is a separate mod entirely, the recycle, mend and recycle mod. But the other one completely broke the UI. In kind of just being maybe overly cautious, I've removed that and replaced it with mend and repair because everybody wanted to see that. We do have to do a little bit of research to unlock like a repair station, but it does allow us to rebuild our gear and obviously recycle things too. So let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll set this one up to, what do you think, maybe awful to good? Why don't we set up 2 jobs where we recycle any good gear, and any gear below good quality, so that our people are always getting increasingly good stuff. And then the other one is we'll recycle any apparel of awful to good, what do you think, below 50% hit points? And then maybe go up to, like, excellent? Sure. And then the only things we're keeping are masterwork stuff to be repaired. I think that's fair. And eventually, if we leave this system long enough, we'll eventually only have masterwork gear left over. I think that kind of works. It's a little bit risky because we might end up getting rid of a load of decent clothes, but they'll wear it either way as long as it's not tattered, obviously. Oh, uranium. Oh, that's actually really good. Good find. It's under one of the bedrooms, too. That's incredible. Show me what we've got right now, then. So we've still got plenty of steel to get through. Obviously, Halatos has been busy with some other things. That's so good. Having it right there means we can dig it all up in a single go. We might put it... Although, to be fair, they could just walk around here. We could put the drill, like, right there and get a load of uranium. Particularly when we've got this thing turned on, because this thing burns through uranium so fast. Now, granted, we technically have infinite uranium, but it's obviously quite slow from the couple of radiacs. But the radiacs have been breeding. We're up to, like, 4 other things now, I think. I still want to make sure that we've always got enough fuel for this one. This is the thing realistically keeping the lights on. So this is just in emergencies, I guess, to top up the batteries. So I'll leave that on for a couple of days. Then we'll disable it again. Let our uranium stockpile build back up. There we go. Lights back on. Okay, very cool. How are we looking? Has he got his power arms in? He does have both power arms there. Very nice. And then we've got a sensory ear side for him as well to install. Right ear. That will give us back whatever he's got. Was it a flashlight he's got in there right now? Left ear, right ear. Yeah, flashlight lamp, and we'll give that to Halatos, because I think it gave mining speed. I don't remember off the top of my head. I've been juggling bionics now, on and off, in between episodes as well. I've been messing around with bionics for so long, I just don't remember what anything does anymore. So we'll have to do a quick recap for my benefit, if nothing else. So who do we want to give these bionics to then? They just give bonus to... Yeah, it's just a 50% net gain with both bionic arm replacements there. So whoever is manipulating, to be honest, what will make the most sense is Edward Crosby, given that he's doing all our crafting. Either Edward Crosby or Delta. I'm going to give it to Edward Crosby just so he crafts things faster, because then we can just craft more bionic arms even quicker. I think that's a good idea. Oh, we need a new lung as well. That would probably help out. Bionic arm, left shoulder, right shoulder. I don't know what we've got. Oh, because we've got 2 bionic arms. Let's get him to make himself a new lung as well. Energized lung. There you go, my friend. And yeah, okay. The other comment I saw as well that I completely forgot was make the food baskets from the storage mod. Apparently those can hold basically everything that we've got here. So I'll put a couple of those down just to try and tidy this up a little bit. There we are. The only reason I kept it on the floor rather than in that is, like I've said before, obviously it takes time to interact with the storage. And just in the interest of saving time, pathfinding, whatever else, I mean, it would be good for an overflow. So still keep this one to critical priority. Maybe just have this one as critical. You know what I really should do, given the ingredients? I should have 1 critical zone for grains, 1 critical zone for tomatoes, 1 critical zone for wheat, etc, etc, etc. So we've got 1 for each thing. And then all the excess to be put in the baskets. That way, if we want to cook meals, they can just rush in, grab what we need, and cook it up. And then when that starts to disappear, the hauling bots will take it out of these. That's min-maxed into the extreme. I love it. I might actually do that. Hopefully the spider can still eat from it as well. That was the only thing I was a little bit concerned about, is that the spider might not be able to interact. So you actually have to specifically set up a setting in the deep storage mod to allow robots to interact with it. I assume spiders fall under the same thing. I assume it's just like a generic sort of animal interaction. So fingers crossed they should still be able to eat the food out of that. Man, there we go. That's a complete game changer. What I should do then, rather than replacing all of this doing 1 by 1, we'll go ahead and shrink a zone down. Maybe if we just shrink like this area down, and then put... Oh god, I hate fucking... Good god, I hate stockpiles in Rimworld. I still... It's the way they all connect up to one another. That's what really annoys me. You just have to do so much stuff to prevent all your stockpiles merging. It's such a pain in the ass. Right, we want just raw meat. So I'm going to have a raw meat stockpile there instead. And then we'll surround that. That way we should always have a critical amount of raw meat right there. Everything else will go in the food baskets. Oh, speaking of the devil, Red Jaxe pregnant. Wow, we actually might be able to keep that reactor on in the long term if things keep going this well. So you've got your 2 sensory ear sides now. There we are. Hearing gives plus 18%, plus the thing is 10% better than your regular stuff as well. So between those 2, that's giving a massive hearing bonus. Melee dodge chance, that's why I added those, I remember now. So each one of those gives another, well, it's giving a total of plus 10 to our melee dodge, which is insane. That's really cool. I'm quite impressed by that one. Medical 10 quality offset. That, I assume, affects Sharamus if he's doing medical operations rather than medical operations on Sharamus. Those would also be good to give to our doctors at some stage. So we've got a spare flashlight. Which we'll give to... Yeah, it does give money. So we'll give that one to Halatos as well. So here you are. You can have this one, flashlight. And then where is Edward Crosby? Why did she operate on him in his bed rather than... Maybe he was already asleep and she just shot him up with a load of anesthetic. That's a little bit rude. Oh, that's a shame. Damn it. Okay. So how's he doing then? So hopefully his anesthetic, hopefully the solar flare will be gone before his anesthetic is worn off. That's a bit of a shame. On the plus side, though, this gives us ample time when he gets back up to test out whether or not the power arms affect the blunt damage. I'm telling you, this guy's going to be like fucking Thor if this works. So do we have a blunt weapon? We've got a granite hammer. I assume that counts. Let's go and see then. So Sharamus, come and get this granite hammer. God, I really, really hope this works. Genuinely, all of me wants this to work. Where is it? Granite hammer. There we are. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Damage. Melee damage per second is... I don't believe it's affected, I'm afraid. It does do blunt damage, 14 damage. I want to check the actual breakdown of that. I don't believe it works in that case. Man, that's such a shame. Yeah, tool damage blunt is 14. I guess we'll drop that on the floor and let someone else pick it up and see if they also have 14 with it. Oh, hang on. Porker's already got a hammer, right? Blunt damage with this one. 12.6. Yeah, it would be a lot higher. That better than it's 125 per. So it'd be closer to 30 damage with Sharamus. Oh, that's a real shame. I was hoping we'd be able to make ourselves Thor Sharamus. I mean, we still could. Don't get me wrong. He's still going to hit like a goddamn truck, but now he's not going to hit like a truck and instantly wipe out a centipede or something like that. Fold it up like it's made of aluminium. Let's go for... Where's his monosword gone then? I wanted to get him really quick. Oh, he's already got it. Nice work. But actually stuns our droids. I had no idea. That's quite a cool attention to detail. Is that all of our robots? Yeah, all of our robots have been stunned then by the solar flare. Oh, I never even considered that. That's actually quite cool. That is not cool. I completely forgot about that. Fuck. I completely forgot about that. Whoopsie. Never mind. You know, these things just happen. You shit. Get in there. Replace. Go. You absolute fool. I always forget about that. That's my bad. I suppose we have to manually go in there and turn it off, don't we? I was gonna say there's no other way to do it. Bollocks. Run, little pork. Is he immune to... Okay, I wanted to check that he didn't have any mutant limbs, because mutant limbs affect his toxic sensitivity massively. This could be very, very dangerous for my poor man, Pork. Do it. I believe in you. If anybody can do it, Pork can. And then it should stop it immediately, right? Pork was traded. Nice to see. Ah, now there was another comment as well, which made me very sad, because it made me realize I wasted a lot of time. Somebody said check combat suppliers rather than exotic goods trader for blueprints relating to things like cataphract armor. So we'll check those out instead. We might as well call them the combat trader anyway, because they might just have linked weaponry kicking around. I have no idea. If anybody toxic... God, he was only in there for a few seconds. Good lord. And what about outside? Outside, as I recall... this isn't toxic... Right, it's radioactive fog, not toxic fallout. Yeah, there you go. We'll hinder range attacks until it dissipates. So I think our people are still safe to kick around outside. Oh, there we are. Oh, what is that one? Does your military forces overwhelming victory in military forces still available for deployment? That's a really cool feature. I guess it makes a lot of sense that if you send like a quality 9 military to go and fight a, you know, like a quality 2 like we did there, then that didn't actually affect our dudes at all. One thing I just noticed there as well while I was talking was that Edward Crosby, when he was dismantling that, the progress bar was backwards. Watch this. That's really cool attention to detail. Yeah, look, you deconstruct it. That's actually genuinely so cool. I'm so glad I caught that. There we go. Lights are back on. Our robots will come out. We don't have to repair them or anything, do we? I assume they'll come back on in a second. Right, okay. Well, let's pray now that we aren't raided in the small amount of time when this radioactive fog's going on. Especially if it's a melee raid, because we would get absolutely wiped out. We might as well go and see what these guys have got. They might have some gold or something kicking around. Right, let's see what you've got. Then, the second the... Oh, I was going to say the second the power comes back and we need to call in our combat trader. Power's already on, genius. We'll go and call those in a second. We've got... How much we got? Oh, we got 12,000 gold to play around with as well. Really too interested in your animals there, Chief. Selling some cloth. We've kind of moved past cloth a little bit, but it's not like we really need silver either. Let's get rid of all this crap then. Let's go ahead and sell off all this spare stuff that we've just dismantled and take apart. So we can keep it to build more gear out of. Maybe I should stop selling the... I need to get into the habit of doing that. I'll stop selling the other stuff. I might sell the black insect chitin. Oh, wow. It's actually quite good. Why don't we sell all the other crap then and keep that? Specifically keep that stuff. That way you can make a load of insect chitin gear. That way it's probably better than wolfskin or the heavy fur or whatever else. There we are. Okay, we'll keep that one. What else have you got for me? We don't want wake-ups. We'll sell that. We don't want the smoke leaf joints. So we get rid of those. But bear in mind, they're already dealing with just terrible caffeine addictions. I couldn't possibly inflict anything else on them there. Green tea. Sure, we'll buy a green tea. Why not? We want to go combat supplier. There we go. Okay. So let's save as much cash as possible. We do have another load of, if I'm not mistaken, we have all of our... Yes, we got some more taxes literally just about to turn up there. There we go. So we should have more than enough money to be able to pay for whatever the hell they've got. But if they've got cataphract armor, even marine armor to some extent, they're definitely buying. Recon helmets wouldn't go amiss. Bear in mind, a lot of people are just using basic, the basic sort of helmets. What else would we really want? Maybe unify the weapons somewhat. Because I will admit, the charge lances, sure, they're accurate, they hit hard, but they're a bit crap compared to a lot of other stuff that we could be using instead. I would much prefer another charge rifle or another charge LMG. Nice, there we go. Okay, so this is the one I've been told that we've got to be careful about, obviously, because of the EMPs, but the pain stopper in Sharamus would make him a whole new, just a whole new thing to fear. Let's do it then. All right, you know what? I'm gonna go. What do we do? A machining table instead? Pain. Excuse me. What do I craft these things? Does anybody know where we craft a pain stopper? I'm gonna have to fucking Google it now. Pain stopper. Rimworld wiki. Right, show me. What have we got? Pain stopper is a Brrainz plant that will completely eliminate colonist pain. Blah, 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 blah. How do I craft it? Can be crafted using 20 steel and 4 components after brain wiring is researched. Okay. Where? Where do I do that? Hang on, maybe I completely missed it. There it is. Of course, the mechanite assembly table. How could I not? Oh, wow, it's way more expensive than... It said 4 components on the wiki. I assume they meant 4 advanced components. Yeah, 20 steel and 4 components, it says on the wiki, rather than 15 plasteel, 3 advanced components. Maybe that's a balancing thing that came out in the recent patch. So the only problem with that is we don't have any plasteel. We're down to 8 plasteel. So that's going to be a long time before we can even get that churned out. Okay. So now we'll use one of the tech prof cores. So we get Sarg gets knocked out, our backup intellectual, to use that as soon as possible. That will tick off ultra tech weapons, and then we can see what we need. Oh, that's it. Wait, I thought you had to use a research bench. What? Oh, that's tech prints, isn't it? Okay. Now let's see if we can craft ourselves a monolink, a link mono sword. Oh, we actually can. Holy fuck. Link plasma sword, regular link mono sword. There it is. 10 uranium, 5 luciferium, 4 advanced components, 35 plasteel. Wow. Okay, that's gonna be pretty insane. I would love to be able to use the Zeus hammer instead, but unfortunately, it's a real shame that those arm implants don't affect it. I guess it affects the actual bionic itself then. So if you ever punch anyone and it gets disarmed, he can really hit quite hard. Ah, another chicken. Thank you. I think we'll put that right in here, right next to the nuclear reactor. Did we ever uncover any plasteel underground? Steel. It's uranium. That's a shame. Man, we've come full circle now where we've got shitloads of steel and absolutely no plasteel. There's no way to craft it, is there? There actually might be, given the crazy amount of mods we got going. Plasteel... matter weaving? That actually could be it. To weave matter to create highly durable materials, even synthroid, plasteel, and hyperweave. You incredible video game. Okay, problem might be solved. I mean, we'll use another one of those persona cores. I thought I bought 4 of them. I guess I was wrong. Oh, that's a shame. I thought I had another one spare somewhere. Alright, well, it's nothing... Well, I mean, regular research, right? Won't take that long. Contents? Do we definitely not have a spare one? Don't believe we do. Oh, that's a shame. Damn it. Alright, fair enough. We'll let them crack through that as soon as possible. I've set research to the highest priority again for Delta and What's It. Really won't take them too long. They're just going to deal with mending, and then... I guess we're all on matter weaving then. Very cool. What does this one allow us to unlock? Mind-altering device. Oh, change the personality of a person. I thought it would be like, something like to instantly recruit a prisoner or something like that. That sounds quite useful, though. Let me get rid of some of these depressive traits that we've picked up. Right, so what am I doing now, then? I was about to check something. Oh, right, the mending mod. Okay, cool. So this is what everybody suggested to take a look at. It's just straight workbench, and it connects up to all the others. Damn it, now I've got to find room for it. Easier said than done. Bollocks. Why don't we... There's a plan. It's not a very good one, in hindsight. Let's install this cabinet there. We'll reinstall this to here. And then we'll move that up a block, and then we'll slot the mending cabinet between the 2 chairs. I think. Oh, you can't reinstall refineries, I remember. Bollocks. Okay, in that case, let's just move this fucking thing. Oh, let's move the... Which would we rather have working at double speed? The thing that we barely ever use, the thing we use all the time. In hindsight, when you phrase it like that, let's go ahead and shift this thing over here instead. There we go. It's still a little bit cramped, I will admit, but it's not too terrible. It's just an auto door around the corner, right? And then we'll get down our mending workbench. And that way, like I said, with this setup as strictly as it is, eventually we will only have masterwork gear constantly being repaired. What does it mean when it says failed? Maybe that means... Because he still takes back resources, so I don't know really what they're implying with that. We failed to get the full thing. What have you got for me? Garbage. Complete crap. You're not really inspiring much confidence here, Chief. Okay, get rid of the granite hammer. Get rid of the granite. I mean, given that we're not using them, they're crap. Rebel pistol. We got plasma sword, to be fair. Mono sword is better though, isn't it? Rebel pistol we don't want. Sword off shotgun. I gives us, I guess, an opportunity to get rid of all this other crap that's not been smelted down. Wow, they really have got crap, haven't they? Good God. Ball put. Yeah, that's fine. I don't really want the HMG. Gonna take laser scope HMG. Hang on a second. What does that do? Much better accuracy. Maybe that'll be better than some of the other weapons we've got. Battle-made hat. I had no idea. I had no idea. Was it Sharamus we gave the battle-made outfit? Wow, they had absolutely fucking nothing useful at all. Should have stuck with my exotic goods trader in hindsight. Well, they really had nothing. What did they even sell? Hang on, hang on, hang on. They've got clubs, which obviously I don't want. What's a pistol? Flamethrower. EMP launcher. I mean, that could be useful. Service rifle. It's crap. It's complete crap. I've never been so annoyed. 2 days we wasted for that, and they can't even afford to pay for the privilege of buying my insect pants. 2 days that took. I'm so annoyed. Can we call another one immediately? Go. Empire Sphere. Go, call another one in. 1.7 days. 1.7 days. We're still making 13,666, I guess, because the happiness has gone up. It's... I mean, as the happiness increases, I assume the prosperity will as well. So it actually might end up cancelling out. We might have exactly the same taxes before. Well, now we've got a mountain of silver and nothing to spend it on again. I'm going to go back to tithing for a while. At least until we've maybe traded with the next exotic goods trader again. So we'll go for... I guess we'll tithe the most profitable one. Fuck it. Migrant housing, Adventurers Guild, Intergalactic Market, Quarry. It would be better to probably replace it with... We need to put a specific tithe settlement in hindsight. That would make much more sense. Oh, like what? Like this one here, the Rimworld warehouse. Yeah, okay. Well, exactly this one. Wow, you've done it again, genius. Let's go all in. Let's go all in. Let's get all of these works. It's gonna be very, very expensive, but it is hopefully gonna be the thing that bails us out of the lack of plasteel now. In fact, we've probably got a load of spare workers for everywhere, haven't we? Oh shit! Because I upgraded all the base levels and forgot to reassign the workers. You fool. Is that a worker count? What is that? Final estimated. I have no idea. Yeah. Have some more boys. There we go. Total profit. Oh, the profit on this one is... There's no profit at all. Why? The modifier's gone. What happened to this place? Is it being affected by something? Devil's Pit. I mean, it's got 87% happiness. What the hell happened? It's been completely shit on. I need to check what's... events? Nothing. Devil's Pit is just no profit in it at all. That's so strange. Okay, well, let's... I mean, the best we can get from it is genuinely, like... God, that's really bad. 377. Oh, God, what have I done? Okay, there we go. The minimal taxation kind of killed us a little bit there, but I've rebalanced it as best I can to... Again, just a temporary thing until the happiness is back up to full. So, we're tithing this one and this one, so we expect there to be absolutely no profit from those. These two are the ones upkeeping troops and whatever else, so these are always going to be very, very expensive. Cost per worker is... Oh, my God. Okay, let's go ahead and just get rid of it, then. There's no profit in it at all. That's a little bit better than having it completely maxed out. There we go. Okay, so what are we looking at? So we're paying 3,800... sorry, 3,080 silver per cycle. Bear in mind, we can afford that for a long-ass time. That's a lot. That's, what, 8 cycles before we would potentially run out of gold? And then we can flip it back up to high taxation, and then we should have a load of plasteel in the meantime as well. So fingers crossed this is... a bit of a better way to do things, but yeah, the profits have definitely dried up very quickly there. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, fucking shit, it's everywhere. Oh, come on. I'm not gonna lie. A part of me then for a second really had to fight off spawning in the kobolds. But I can't do it. We'd watch our entire base would go up in flame. We can't do it. Battle station squad. Oh, fuck. This is a real problem. They are going to destroy that. They're going to absolutely wreck the place. Insects. Let's go and recall the robots as well. Jesus, titty fucking Christ. That is relentless. They're gonna trash the place. I guess we're doing some extermination then, are we? Draft everyone up defensive positions. And who hasn't equipped from their armor? Let's get to it. Wow. Yeah, this is terrible. You know what? I'm going to have to manually control them now. They're kind of half equipped and half aren't. Right, Port, come down here. Who's not equipped? You two. Everyone else seems pretty good. Fantastic. This is just the worst case scenario. I mean, that's just genuinely really shitty. It's just genuine. There's nothing we can do to even stop that. I don't know if we've got the resources to rebuild. You bitches. I said nothing required plasteel, huh? How are we going to do this, then? Should we take it one room at a time? Let's flush them out of here first. Let's go outside. And let's call them out here. Now, what we're going to do on the way through is we're going to hold these doors open to give us an escape route. Just in case things fuck up. Just in case things go horribly, terribly, horribly, horribly wrong. Which, to be honest, it's time to test out, if anything. Murderbot. Get in there. Rip him apart, boy. Let's see what we've got. Oh, he hasn't got a shield generator. I don't know why he hasn't. Okay, good luck, squad. Please be careful that you don't accidentally shoot Sharamus, but to be honest, he seems to be in a pretty good position right now. Okay, let's hope he can hold the line there. That should bait every insect in the map over to that state. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is horrible. Okay. Yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed. They've destroyed the flat screens. Destroyed all of our good stuff. Luckily, we got the J billiard table to its safety bunker. This is the big loss. I'm really glad none spawned by the nuclear reactor, too. That's fantastic. They've started trashing the bedrooms. It's absolutely annihilating the bedrooms. This is going to be a serious rebuild. This is going to be a really serious rebuild. Okay, should we back him off a tad so that our people can still fire without shooting him in the back? No, get back. Get back. There we are. Okay. Let's see how we go, then. Let's hopefully this is enough of a line. With Sharamus on the front, this much firepower might be enough to help stop him. Let's move you guys up here. Pork, I really appreciate that you're ready to repair, but a gun might be more helpful, my friend. Oh, oh my god. His armor's broken. His armor broke before he did. I mean, that's only a good sign. He may end up dying, but if he dies, another little resurrect serum couldn't help. Although, in hindsight, being able to afford that with everything else that's broken might be a little bit impossible, I will admit. Pull him back a little bit more. Pull him back a little bit more. He's still catching the occasional bullet, which I'm not too pleased about. How's he doing? Chopped in the neck, chopped in the torso. He hasn't lost anything. He's just taking a massive amount of stacking damage. Good God. I mean, good God. This was the right play. Stacking him up here, absolutely the right play. Really happy about how this has played out. Though in hindsight, we might need to move Sharamus back a little bit because the bugs are getting dangerously close to our people there. Not too pleased about that one. Okay, is that all of the... I was going to say, is that all of the insects? You fool. Because it's not all the insects. Look at them. Okay, so the base is a complete shit show, but luckily they didn't touch the stockpile. They didn't touch the crafting rooms. The only thing we lost was the research center, which is a bit of a shame because we were just about to crack mana weaving. Sorry, matter weaving, not mana weaving. That's Room of Magic, obviously. But luckily, I think we're going to be fine. We might lose Sharamus. He might bleed out, but, I mean, realistically, a couple of resurrected serums won't hurt. Sharamus is dead. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Now I've got to pray that we've done enough damage there for the rest of our people to be able to hold off the remainder of the horde. And that might be harder than you expect. Please don't destroy the deep scanner if you can avoid it. Okay, there we go, there we go. How many insects are left? A fucking lot of them. A fucking lot of them. Let's spread out a little bit more then. So Delta, come down here. Let's get Fear down here as well. Edward Crosby is not actually shooting anything, so let's move him around. Same story with Pork. Move up here. There we go. What's it? You've got the shotgun, so I'm going to bring you up here. And let's hope that this is enough distance, because there are still a lot of fucking insects to go. My god, we've got some real firepower, though, haven't we? That, if anything, has been the reassurance to this whole fucking thing. The amount of firepower we can put down. The fact the insects have to kind of work their way through a maze as well. I didn't realize the benefit to having this big, long, windy base would be. Because normally with our other bases where we've had infestations, it's been in one big room. Like, say, literally, the first Rimworld series we ever did, the Cult of Igor. I suppose technically the second one. That series ended because we had a massive, massive workroom. A big square room. They all spawned in there. And then there was no way to stop them. Because it was one central entrance to get in there. And then all the insects were able to fight us kind of equally. But this worked out a lot better. Okay, Watts is taking a little bit of damage there. Nothing to worry about still. We're still fine. Good shit, good shit, good shit. Sharamus is going to need, obviously, the Resurrector. I can't believe they got through his marine armor. That's the big thing there. This is why we need Cataphract armor right there. Because if he still had his armor, I don't think they would have been able to kill him. That's insane. Okay. Just going to wait on these last few, but I think that's basically the end of the fucking thing. Good shit. So who took damage then? Delta took a little bit, Port took a little bit right there towards the end. But that's it. Now we got to go and wipe out all the nests, which might be easier said than done. There's a couple of spare ones, so I'm going to keep them all as a squad, just while a couple of these other insects are killed. Ooh, back up a little bit. Another insect. Back off, back off, back off. Oh, the game is so laggy. Okay. We've got to destroy it before the hives start shitting out more insects. That's all I care about. Why don't we send in a squad to kill them rather than just having everybody squatted up like that? So I'm going to send just Rose, What's It, and Pain, I think is fine. Everyone else stay back. And also, please stop firing at our people. You guys go and transfer back to the armor racks. Undraft, transfer to armor rack. There we are. Well, that was something. That was not what I expected, and it's not what I wanted at all. I mean, that could have been just the worst thing to happen, especially when we start getting desperate for... Fuck me. Start getting desperate for resource again. Shit like that goes down. We kept a lot of the advanced components, so that's quite nice to see. We didn't lose too much there. And they really didn't do as much damage as I expected. It was basically just the research room that got annihilated. Oh! Edward Crosby told Pierre that he loves him. Very nice. So they're getting married. That's some good stuff. Let's get these robots to work. This is going to take a long time cleaning. I mean, that's the worst part, is how long it's going to be before this base looks nice. So they're all going to be sad for ages because the base is a complete dump. Hopefully that was a spare... I think that was a spare bedroom rather than an actual... Was that all of them dealt with? Oh, there's one there. I think that was a spare bedroom as well. Oh, they destroyed all the advanced batteries. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that really sucks because we don't have the plasteel to rebuild those. Oh, you big fucking ass. Well, I guess we'll try and fill this room with some more batteries then. That is the worst possible outcome, I think. I mean, besides everybody dying and everything else being destroyed, we've got nowhere to store all this power. In fact, this grid might be completely cut off now. Oh, no, we've got the redundant circuit in. Wow, that really sucks. That's genuinely, what, like 2, 3, 4? How much is it? Okay, so that's 8 advanced components we've lost there. That's another 80 plasteel down. Oh, for fuck's sake. But hey, that was safe. A completely safe raid. Dealt with it quite nicely. Sure, we lost Sharamus. Business as usual. Expendable Sharamus dies again. Someone please start working on a resurrector mech. Alright, let's get this all unequipped. Rose is sad. I would be sad too if my base looked like that. And it's really annoying as well, the extent that we went to stop the insect spawning in here and in here. I mean, evidently, it worked. So, I mean, that's probably great news, if nothing else. But we went to all that effort, and then they ended up just spawning in... Oh, I missed a nest there. They ended up just spawning in the regular base anyway. I mean, this isn't even overhead mountain. This is just all regular buildings. We just got unlucky. Damn it. Okay, well, on the plus side, we got a shitload of insect jelly, so they've got that going for them for a couple of days. Good luck, little cloning bots. I'm trying to kill all the other insects as well. I've got this set to finish. These guys are going to be here for so long. Wow. I've never seen anything like that. So what we'll do then is, between episodes, I guess I'll let them clean the base up, tidy everything, and start the rebuild process. That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen an insect size, any infestation that large before. We've had some pretty big infestations, but that was... Although, to be fair, the one last series was pretty massive, but that's only because we left it for so long. This one was just inherently... huge. Oh. Okay. I guess we'll resurrect Sharamus then before we end today. It's just like he never left. Okay. Just go ahead and pick that up, I guess. Use Resurrector on Sharamus. There he is. Okay. It's like he never went anywhere. Welcome back, friend. It's not... We missed you. We missed you. Oh, he's just straight up on his fucking feet. That's absolutely insane. Up on his feet, got his sword, ready to go to combat, taking off his shirt. I guess he got damaged during the thing. He didn't lose anything at all. I'm pretty happy with that. I think, if anything, that's a good result, isn't it? And without him, without Mecha Sharamus there, he held that raid. Without him, we'd have got absolutely freaking annihilated. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I was kind of hoping that we would get some more action soon, because the past couple of days have just been kind of waiting around, building. You know, nothing particularly severe. The only thing that we really had with those mammoth worms were quite easy to deal with. But that was pretty good. That definitely redeemed it. Thank you to Harik, Paul, Tyler Kendall, Dante Mordecane, Zetlock, Scott, The Potato Eater, Iguana Squad, Peyton Denisar, Bacon Kitten, DKO, Norstress, Roll2, D1 Games, Jaxe Women, and everyone else at the Insane Tier levels on Patreon for making the channel possible in the first place. It just bit my fucking tongue. Ah! Ow. That's fine. I only got a big list of names to read off, you prick. Thanks to those guys for their support in keeping the channel possible. during the next couple of months. Much appreciated. And a thank you as well to Under the Couch, Choma, Hajiduma, Super90089, Lampy, Hated, Willway, Tanosta, Tofu10, Brrainz, Derek F, Organized Confusion, Anchor, Tempe, Cam, Gaz, Shlomo, Udric Haddon, Alex Bogard, and William H as well for their support over at Patreon. Big shout out to you guys. See you all tomorrow for Operation Clean Everything Up because it's a complete dump.